Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. It's great to have you with us at Docklands. You're with us today for a pre-season match between North Melbourne and West Coast. This is the moment the players have been waiting for. Finally, they get to indulge their competitive instincts again after months of grueling pre-season training. And out they come, led by their skipper. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Thanks, Hutto.
I like the Roos.
At this time of year, who really knows? But they look a better team. If they give decent game time to some of their stars, they should get the win today.
Thanks for those insights, Harf. Time for some last-minute instructions as the captains meet in the middle.
As two of the best sides of the competition for virtually the whole decade, North Melbourne and West Coast enjoyed one of the game's most notable rivalries in the 1990s. One of their most memorable clashes was a fast-paced, high-standard semi-final at the MCG in 1997. The Eagles led at each change, including by 8 points at three-quarter time. But the Roos powered past them in the final term with 5-1 to clinch victory by 13 points and book a preliminary final berth against St Kilda. The Wayne Carey-Glenn Jakovic duel was typically engrossing, with Carey recording 16 disposals and 2 goals, while Jakovic was one of the Eagles' best with 23 disposals and 7 marks. The final scores were 15-8, 98-12-13, 85.
Kelly leading from the front. That was almost handed to him. Sherry, O'Sullivan pokes it into the pocket. Duggan doing what he does best. Dersma, they're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Great tackling technique there. Sherry showing his skills. Powell. Chance gone begging. He's drawn a crowd. He'll feel that one. Rinse and repeat. Sherry wins it down. Davies-Uniacke. Kelly. Shanahan. No easy exit.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Who can get the clearance? Robertson. This is great pressure footy. Maybe the ump's got to kick it 20 metres sideways and let them run after it. Sherry showing his skills. Powell. Curtis. Dersma getting involved. Quick snap, and that's a goal!
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Roos on the board early. Sherry, the winner there. Davies-Uniacke getting their handball game going. Big tackle laid. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Sherry wins the tap. Davies-Uniacke. The midfield battle so important. O'Sullivan. Can he hit a target? Ginby runs onto it. It's not a fair fight. Both midfields are going to earn their money today.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
The Roos look more dangerous going forward, and I think they're working a bit harder as well.
Davies-Uniacke, right place, right time, goal.
An early goal always settles the nerves and boosts your confidence.
We've got a 2-goal game. Rucks go at it. Davies-Uniacke, Powell. The Roos are bringing great energy. Anyone's ball. Moving the footy laterally. How will the umpire see this? It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. We'll have yet another stoppage.
The Eagles are more than capable of hitting the scoreboard quickly, if only they can get more proactive at the source.
It's a stoppage-heavy game at the moment.
Thoughts so far, Gary?
The Roos should probably be a little further in front. They've been much cleaner at the stoppages in the early going.
Sherry, they're a big chance here. He's normally better than that. Neat little worm burner. The kick is precise. Doesn't often waste it. Baker has found some space. Robertson on a lead. What's he got on offer? The aerialist will battle for this ball. Dawson takes an excellent grab. The Roos are playing like winners. Pink with a chance to run. They're moving the footy well here. You can see their confidence growing. That's an impressive mark. Powell has got off the chain. They're looking good. Zerha, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
This, to make a good start, a very good one.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
The Eagles are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from them.
Well, they weren't concerned before. They should be now.
Sherry
Wins the hit out. Powell, Davies-Uniacke. It's a tough game. The umpire will have it.
Sherry
Showing his skills. Powell, he's made a hot start to this match. Who's got the wheels? That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite.
Graham outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
The Eagles are flat at the moment. Perhaps a goal here would energise them.
Can they finally get there first? Yes, they can, and they desperately needed that.
That will do his confidence the world of good to start like that.
The Eagles have opened their account.
Sherry
Wins the tap. Davies-Uniacke kicks to space. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Probing ball. It's a bad mistake towards the goal mouth. Defence 101 there. Shanahan. He's stopped in his tracks.
They're tackling with great intent.
Who can get the clearance? Davies-Uniacke on the same page as his ruck.
He's got it.
The Roos have had a great start. Their energy is terrific. They're moving the ball well and hitting the scoreboard.
The Eagles have coughed up 4 of the first 5 and have some real concerns. Powell, he's been busy so far. It's loose inside the 50. That could be a goal-saving tackle. O'Sullivan hunting the footy. He's set upon. And we will do it all again.
Sherry
Showing his skills. Sheasel, he's lost possession. Hewitt met solidly.
Gary, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The Roos have started just as they would have hoped. They're playing with confidence and freedom.
Like Batman and Robin. Davies-Uniacke. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Dersma, important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. Blasts away, and that's out on the full.
Hounded into the mistake. Space is hard to come by.
Honours the lead. Got a little time here. The Roos have denied them the corridor. O'Sullivan, Dersma, sends them inside 50 again. Davies-Uniacke squeezes the kick. Sheasel, not on my watch, he says. O'Sullivan, no one can mark. It's a desperate tackle. That's commitment to the cause. Throws it on the boot. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw in.
Thoughts so far, Gaz?
The Roos are getting the footy inside 50 a bit too easily because the pressure on the ball carrier isn't up to the required standard.
No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position.
Sherry
Wins it down. Davies-Uniacke. Quick snap, and that's a goal.
If this league grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
The Roos having a good patch.
Sherry
Wins it. Davies-Uniacke. Hewitt intercepts. The Eagles need to make inroads soon. Waterman. That's poor play. Normally delivers. Davies-Uniacke just had to get it out. Powell. They've put themselves under pressure. Young running in support. Keen to get this ball forward. Good disciplined defence. When one tackle just won't do. The umpire says he had no prior. Sherry showing his skills. Taken to ground. He didn't want it to spill out there. Sherry got his palm to it. Davies Uniacke. Powell. Simpkin. He's got support. Sherry. Sheasel. That has to hurt. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Davies Uniacke. You have to be tough to play this game. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Sherry with the tap. Sheasel. They have absolutely spifflicated him. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Sherry wins it down. Powell. Sheasel. Good vision there. Hewitt didn't need to be asked twice. Simpkin, ever reliable. The Roos under great pressure. You'll have to earn your kicks today.
The Eagles just can't get their hands on it. They've got to get more physical because they're being dictated to at the moment.
Sherry, O'Sullivan, chips to half-back. Bouncing ball. Time to turn on the Jets. Simpkin wins the race. He's besieged. The Roos won't mind this. They've smashed them into clearances. Punch clear. Sheasel, Spargo, scrounges a kick. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Powell displaying great endeavour. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Flynn with the tap. Robertson, Reed, knew where the help was. Dersma, they'll go back inside 50 here. This is good ball movement.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
He can smell a goal from a long way off, but his kick is astray.
You've got to be taking these sorts of opportunities, especially when you're behind.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Wardlaw. Finds himself in space. Young, within range, can make them pay.
I'll back him to drive this right through the high diddle-diddle.
Big chance here. They need it, but he's missed.
Those sorts of shots just have to be goals when you're trying to come from behind.
Can they finally clear it this time? McKercher wins a hard ball. Daniel, Larkey, gets his kick despite the heat. Wardlaw, feeling the heat. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Punch clear. Reed pokes it into the pocket. Dawson is there to save the day. Takes them on. The Roos are playing like winners. Powell works hard to present. In no hurry here. The ump calls play on. You can see their confidence growing. Larkey in the clear. Their ball movement has been impressive. Sherry all on his own. Taking time to assess the options. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. They must tidy up their kicking. What's he got on offer? Good hands. Stevens. The Eagles will be disappointed because what they spoke about during the week hasn't come to pass. They'll need to make changes. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Eagles are flat-footed and lacking energy so far. That needs to change very quickly, or this will not only get out of control, it'll become embarrassing. They're just not getting their hands on the footy nearly enough, and consequently they're asking a lot of their defenders. Too much, in fact. If they can at least stabilise in the middle, then they'll get opportunities to exert pressure. But you feel they're going to have to be pretty efficient to truly threaten today.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Spargo. Wardlaw. He's caught. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Wardlaw. Sheasel cops some unwanted attention. Comes free in the tackle. He's gone. He had plenty of time.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
Flynn presents in space. Sizes up what's ahead. It's a dreadful mistake. Bangs it long. Punched away. Flynn gathers on the half volley. Panicked under pressure. Duggan on a lead. Conservative kick. Good work rate. The Eagles not at their best so far. Young with a chance to run. That's skillful. Terrific tackle. You can't afford to do that too often. Can he be the fire starter? Hewitt has found some space. The Roos have all the answers. Clever kick. Can't hang on under close attention. They desperately need a goal. Duggan. They've got to get a wriggle on. They've given it back. He's drawn a crowd. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Sherry, just for something different. Powell, Wardlaw, Spargo, picking their way through. Ginby got a fist in. This is great pressure footy. Dersma, Wardlaw, desperate defence. Shanahan drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Baker, what's he got on offer? He might have thought about the corridor. Brockman fumbled it like a cake of soap. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They're tackling with venom today. Sherry, he's worth his weight in gold. Wardlaw, McRae wins it back. Reed under pressure. Shanahan, Pink doing what he does best. Stevens, Lucky takes a beauty. Good-looking kick. Simpkin pushes into space and receives the footy. Alarm bells are ringing. Tidy ball. Dersma appreciates that delivery.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
Touch and go. Misses.
Well, you can't afford to dwell on it. Just got to make sure you get the next one.
Looking for a quick transition. Starcevic with a chance to relieve the pressure. That's a useful ball. Sheasel makes good contact. Crunching tackle. The umpire will have it. Sherry has had his measure today. Wardlaw, Powell. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? We're still waiting for the quarter's first goal. Sherry continues to have his way. Wardlaw, Davies-Uniacke. He's had little impact so far. That's careless kicking. The defence is disorganised. Shanahan had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Slowing it down. Dersma. How will the umpire see this? They've bottled it up. Sherry is teaching him a lesson. He'll be sore in the morning. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Sherry, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Just shoveled it out. Poor hand pass there, and we've got a throw in.
You don't often get beaten when you win the clearances, contested possessions and disposal efficiency, and this match is no exception.
Same old, same old. Hewitt, Reed, McRae has folded back. Flynn, it's no place for the faint-hearted. They're tackling with great intent. Good ruck work. It's a tough game. O'Sullivan gets there first. Gets a kick away. Anyone's ball. Sherry, it's not a fair fight. They lock it up and we'll have another stoppage.
Hasn't been the highest standard game, but still been enjoyable to watch.
Absorbs the pressure. A bit of a panicked handball. Which way will it bounce? Hewitt, the Eagles have been out of sorts. Quality delivery by foot. Good thinking and good execution too. They've picked their way through. Cripps, they've worked it well.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Should kick the goal now and does.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Can they follow that goal up with another? Sherry is giving him a bath. Wardlaw, that sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Baker, McRae, advantage paid, and away they go. Reed, Brockman, dealt with the pressure. Hewitt just had to get it out. Powell accepted the invitation. Sheasel, he's generally a good kick. Zerha has a vice-like grip. Sherry, can he hit a target? Spargo read it well and claims the mark.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
That's close. He liked it off the boot, and now he likes it more.
The Roos are getting reward for their dominance, though you could argue they should be even further in front.
The Roos with a steadying goal. Flynn wins the tap. Reed. Waterman got to the right position and hung on. McRae. Hewitt got to nail this one. And he does. Can that ignite them?
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
They've got one back. Let's see if they can double up. Rucks go at it. Reed, Hewitt, taken to ground. Kicks to space. Young throws it on the boot. This is good ball movement. Is anyone home? Graham drops into the hole and marks. Hoff demanded the footy and got it.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
He won't threaten the goals with kicking like that, but he has at least managed to score.
There's 5 points gone begging.
Daniel tasked with the kick in. Powell tries a safe ball. O'Sullivan, he's wrapped up. Can he impose himself on the match? They might be caught out on the turnover. Inside 50 with the kick. The sprint is on. McRae, that's a missed opportunity.
Great pressure and ultimately rewarding.
Lowers the eyes. Larkey makes position. They're playing with purpose and poise. They're moving the footy well here. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Simpkin, dangerous to leave on his own. Hardiman. That's a strong mark. The Roos haven't been inside 50 for a while. It looks a well-oiled forward line. Duggan with the big fist. Dersma. Starcevic is calm in a crisis. He's lost possession. This would be a timely goal. The kick's a bit wonky, too wonky. It's a behind.
The coach has got his hand covering his mouth, but it's not hard to imagine what he's saying.
McCarthy to bring it back in. Duggan all on his own. Honours the lead. Doesn't often waste it. McRae can keep it moving. His field kicking is normally first rate. Ginby shaves the grass with that one. They're keeping the ball well. Well-weighted kick. Pink is proving hard to pass. Brockman, McRae, Dewar might be just outside his range. Great play. Dawson showing why he's such a good defender. Simpkin has charged into space. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Daniel in the clear. Powell thought his way through it. O'Sullivan in the clear on centre wing. Larkey in the centre square. Their ball movement has been impressive. Sheasel at centre half forward. The Roos look well drilled. Dersma gets to the front spot. In he goes.
A real gimme goal coming up.
Through it goes, and they extend the lead.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. McRae trying to find a path. Davies-Uniacke runs onto it. O'Sullivan. The Roos are bringing great energy. Larkey looms large as usual.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately, the finish let them down.
The halftime siren sounds, and the players will retreat to the rooms with lots to contemplate. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Eagles are streeting the tackle count, but don't be fooled by that. It's because they've been second to the ball all day. The coach will be very disappointed with his midfield brigade because they simply haven't been hard enough. They've had the disadvantage of their ruck being well beaten, but even so, just haven't displayed the extreme competitiveness that we normally associate with this group. I expect to see a frenzied approach in the second half.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Sherry, it's been a mighty performance. Davies-Uniacke takes him high. The Roos are playing some great footy. That's a good option, and this looks promising. They've got a problem now. Clever kick. Go! He's so strong one-on-one.
Will he go for the banana or try to curl it around on the non-preferred?
Goes for the check side. Yes! That is so skillful.
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
The Roos will be hard to stop now. The two big men do battle. Powell does the roving. Sheasel, Davies-Uniacke. He probably should have hand-passed. You can see their confidence growing. Starcevic runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Sherry could do this with his eyes closed. Sheasel throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
The Eagles are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from them.
The Roos have had a great patch. Shanahan, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Robertson, Hoff takes the hand pass. He'd like that one again. Good looking kick. Powell, he's gone. This will be their first entry for a while. Hoff has a way of drawing the footy. Shanahan, they must tidy up their kicking. That's skillful. Gee, they're playing well. And they're away. Stevens has found some space. O'Sullivan can run and carry. Comes free in the tackle. Stripped of it. Can they catch them out on the turnover? The Eagles need to make inroads soon. Dawson thwarts them again. Good kick. The Roos have winners everywhere. Probing ball. He's hit up the lead. Picking their way through. Sherry working hard and being rewarded. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Ginby says thank you very much. He doesn't waste many. Waterman, great hands there. Baker, he's so good in close. Hewitt. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Sherry has rucked tirelessly. Davies-Uniacke charges onto it. Sheasel. You can't question his commitment. Knew where the help was. Larkey. The Roos can smell blood. That's wasteful. The Eagles might be about to start something. Dewar on a lead. Robertson with a chance to relieve the pressure. The kick was centimetre perfect. Good thinking and good execution too. Away he goes. Baker. Young. Manages to get off a handball. Duggan. He's caught. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Sherry, just for something different. Parker, Spargo. Bouncing ball. Pink gets there first. They've found the magic formula. Who's got the wheels? Comben, Davies-Uniacke couldn't complete the mark. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Sherry continues to have his way. They cannot keep him quiet. Centre square, loose ball. Dersma, desperate to win it back. He's put the foot down. They desperately need this. Who's front and centre? Hardiman. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Waterman couldn't mark, so he brings it to ground. McRae, only a behind.
That hurts. Been such hard work for them that they can't afford to spurn opportunities like that one.
Daniel to bring it back in. Wardlaw had his name written all over it. Sizes up what's ahead. Can he hit a target? Baker with the intercept mark. They've got time to put the kettle on. The kick was ill-directed. Wardlaw in a hurry. That's well played. The Roos are playing like winners. No wonder coaches go grey. They'll compete inside the 50. He would have fancied his chances from there. Waterman, he just dropped it. Robertson, one step ahead. Boot, ball, goal!
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Sherry, this is getting monotonous. Davies-Uniacke, Spargo. McKercher is in the clear and marks uncontested.
To put the icing on the cake.
That's close. He liked it off the boot, but he's not a great judge.
That's an opportunity gone begging. You back him in more often than not from there.
Looking for a quick transition. Starcevic with a chance to run. Searching kick. Quality delivery by foot. Neat little worm burner. Dersma works hard to present. McCarthy. McKercher got a fist in. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. Sheasel taking out some frustration possibly. Ginby tries to bulldoze his way through. Shanahan, dangerous to leave on his own. Brockman makes position. Just needs an accurate kick now.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
That's online. It's a goal. Are they on their way back?
The Eagles would dearly love a couple more before the final change. They'll keep pumping that ball deep every chance they get.
The Eagles with 2 on the bounce. Sherry, he's worth his weight in gold. Wardlaw, Davies-Uniacke, knew the tackle was coming. Can he impose himself on the match? Taken to ground. The umpire says he had no prior. They might as well not have a rut. Sheasel, Davies-Uniacke, he ran into a brick wall. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Sherry wins it down. Davies-Uniacke, Wardlaw. They're a big chance here. Good disciplined defence. Ginby only knows one way. He's so clean with the footy. What can they muster from the back half? Tidy ball. Baker can keep it moving. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. The kick is precise. Sheasel fumbled it like a cake of soap. Hewitt. McKercher making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Absorbs the pressure. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Sherry is giving him a bath. Wardlaw, Parker. Pink loves the hard stuff. What a game he's having. Lucky! That one was always his. Spargo going for territory. Starcevic with the big fist. Not much he could have done there.
Momentum is so important. A couple of goals either way would make a huge difference.
Shanahan showing his skills. That's a bruising tackle. He'll work all day. Yes, it had to be a free kick. The rules don't allow you to do that anymore.
It's an unpopular rule, but it does keep the ball in play more often.
Snap at goal, 1 behind.
I'll back him in to make amends for that if he gets a chance. Unusual to see him miss from there.
McCarthy with the footy. Good work rate. Clever kick. No one can mark. A bit of a panicked handball. Goad runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Parker is the man on the spot and he's marked.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
They took their foot off the pedal just a little bit and let their opponents back into the match, but the renewed intensity that led to that goal bodes well for them.
The Roos are showing why they were well back to win this match. Sherry, he is simply too good. Wardlaw, one of the few times they've missed the target. Out wide with the kick, honours the lead. They desperately need a goal. Poor disposal keeps letting them down. None of them could stop him. He read it superbly. Simpkin, great body work.
They're giving them a smashing in the middle and providing the forward with high-class service, and the forwards are making the most of it.
He's given it a tag and missed.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
McCarthy to bring it in. Ginby pushes into space and receives the footy. Baker. Got a little time here. Waterman. That's good work rate. The Roos forcing them out wide. Well played. Looking to peg one back. Spargo clears the area. No easy exit. Three-quarter time and this one is almost decided. One team very good today and the other certainly below their best. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Eagles have the job ahead of them. They're going to need to get on top in clearances and contested ball if they're to have any chance. There's not much to suggest they can pinch this, but football throws up some strange things sometimes.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Same old, like Batman and Robin. Young, ever reliable, terrific tackle. No way through there, and they'll reset. Sherry, he's turned in one of the great ruck performances. Parker.
The Roos have had a lot more ball, and it's translating on the scoreboard.
Rucks go at it. Reed runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. Sheasel running in support. O'Sullivan, he's put it through.
I can't say I'd enjoy trying to defend this kind of delivery. The defenders have got their work cut out for them.
The Eagles need a miracle now. Sherry has had his measure today. It's no place for the faint-hearted. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Sherry is teaching him a lesson. Parker. Pink. It's a hot footy.
Lots to analyse, Gaz. What stands out?
The Eagles haven't had many avenues to goal. It might be worth sending a midfielder or even a defender forward to try to create a favourable matchup.
O'Sullivan. The Roos are good with their hands. Doesn't often waste it. Spargo might fancy himself here. Larkey, I've liked his game today. He's hit up the lead.
It's as if they don't rate this player. He's already hurt them. He's about to hurt them again.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Roos are looking irresistible. Sherry, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Parker, Wardlaw, leading from the front. O'Sullivan, no one could mark. Out of the congestion. Larkey, steadies, drop punt, goal!
Surely that shut the gate on them.
We thought this one might be close, but it hasn't turned out that way. Goad. It's been a mighty performance. O'Sullivan. The Eagles continue to be second to the ball. And we will do it all again. Goad has rucked tirelessly. They cannot keep him quiet. In no man's land. Pink. He'll be sore in the morning. The Roos are playing some great footy. Larkey, foot race on the wing. O'Sullivan needs a good decision. Sheasel, all on his own. They're a delight to watch. Go! No one's gone near him, and he could make them pay.
He's batting at 100% so far.
They've been running hot, but not this time.
That's a waste. Lucky it's not close on the scoreboard.
The ball's been living at one end. Robertson has found some space. The Eagles have been out of sorts. Starcevic, can he find a teammate? Zerha couldn't complete the mark. Reed, big tackle laid. You asked for it, you got it. Even with the game well won, their pressure is still elite. Goad could do this with his eyes closed. Powell, Wardlaw, he's drawn a crowd. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Goad has been dominant in the ruck. Spargo, Wardlaw, Simpkin. He stopped in his tracks. Just had to get it out. Powell charges onto it. Larkey, that's commitment to the cause. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Goad with a deft tap. Powell, boot, ball, goal!
The Eagles haven't been able to rally in this final term and they need to do some soul searching.
The Eagles are having a nightmare. Goad, just for something different. Davies-Uniacke can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Bangs it long. Stevens makes good contact. Manages to get off a handball. Waterman hammers it home.
On the board with his first. That'll boost his confidence.
The sting's well and truly gone out of this one. Goad continues to have his way. Powell. Zerha with half a chance. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Who can get the clearance? Managed to get a handball away. Davies-Uniacke, one behind.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Starcevic with a chance to relieve the pressure. Slowing it down. Normally delivers. It must be his birthday. Simpkin can go back and shoot at goal.
His goal is so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
It'll take his best. Not looking likely. A behind.
I think he was committed to taking a shot before he even received the footy.
Trying to catch them out. The Eagles might be about to start something. Starcevic makes position. McKercher wins it back. Great mark.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
That won't score. It's a disappointing result. Taking time to assess the options. Dersma, it's a desperate tackle, and he's done for holding the ball.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Good kick. They must tidy up their kicking. Larkey. That is going very close. Not close enough.
That's an opportunity gone begging. You'd back him in more often than not from there.
The Eagles have been consigned to a face-saving exercise. He's lost possession. McCarthy, Young on a lead. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. The Roos won't mind this. They've smashed them in the clearances. They might as well not have a run. Davies-Uniacke, an ever-present threat. Dersma is cool under pressure. Hewitt, Shanahan, they're making hard work of it. Reed, McRae, looking for two in a row. Pink, we've seen that before. Waterman, no wonder coaches go grey. Goad, gets his kick despite the heat. Quality delivery by foot. Their ball movement has been impressive. McCarthy, moving the footy laterally. Leaves it behind. Hoff, when one tackle just won't do. If he'd been clean there, he might have been away. Sherry, he's worth his weight in goal. Powell, Spargo, attracted a crowd. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Sherry with a deft tap. Davies-Uniacke sets sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Looking for a quick transition. McCarthy works hard to present. What can they muster from the back half? Hewitt with a chance to run. Waiting for someone to come at him. Playing for pride now. Dewar will keep coming. Reed. Hewitt. Neat little worm burner. Dersma puts his head over it. Couldn't burst through. Curtis hits the deck. Missed opportunity. Pink. They've coughed it up. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Sherry is giving him a bath. Davies-Uniacke. We've got another stoppage. We thought this would be a good duel in the ruck. Davies-Uniacke. O'Sullivan. Dersma in the right spot. Inside 50 with the kick. Hardiman drops into the hole and cuts that one off. They're a pleasure to watch. Tidy ball. Spargo got to the right position and hung on. What's he got on offer? They've got a problem now. Picking their way through. Hewitt tries to spike it out of the danger zone.
The Eagles have been enormously disappointing. I don't think the coach has any answers from what I can see.
Sherry gets his hand to it. Powell, crunching tackle. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Sherry slaps it out. Has to be clean. McRae, Dersma, Hewitt. They've worked it well. Not a lot of positives today. Who wants it the most? That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Dersma will have a forward 50 stoppage. Chance for a late goal. Flynn, a rare win. Hewitt, Baker. It's a hospital hand pass. He didn't break stride. Into the middle with the kick. He's normally better than that. Lace out. Great footy. The aerialist will battle for this ball. Curtis, he's lost it. Sherry, steadies, fires. Bullseye!
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Roos are giving them an absolute smashing. Sherry, this is getting monotonous. Parker, that's careless. They've got the game won, but they're refusing to let up. Flynn, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Parker. Curtis, can he get a shot away? Powell has a ping. It won't be a goal. Gets it to safety.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
The Eagles have been embarrassed today. Young, little one to half-back. McKercher runs onto it. Parker dishes it off. He's set upon. To put an exclamation mark on a dominant win. Luck's a fortune. It'll be a goal anyway.
Just about a certainty.
The assignment is simple, and he makes no mistake.
The Eagles have really fallen away. Resistance has been minimal, and they'll have some home truths to share with each other.
The Roos are big victors today. They were much too good and played an attractive brand of footy. What are the main takeaways from that one, Half?
The Roos were terrific in close today, and it enabled them to generate a significant inside 50 differential. They also controlled the tempo, moving the footy quickly when the opportunity presented, but they were prepared to maintain possession and be patient when necessary. This is a well-rounded and potent side.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Half. On behalf of Daniel Harford, Gary Lyon and myself, Anthony Hudson, thanks for your company. We'll catch you again soon.